This is Lance, and I'm going to explain this manual the best way I think it works, if I understand this correctly. And of course, when that little green light is on, it means it's giving juice to whatever you want it to go. It gets to the correct temperature, the timeout, it'll be black there. Of course, the blue means it's hooked up to Wi-Fi. And you can download the Smart Life app, but I have another one that works similar to it, and I've hooked up all my other smart devices to it, so I don't just have more apps on. And I'll show you this. My name is Lance. I'm in the gray there. I'll try to explain this. So I use the eFamily Cloud, and so I did download the Smart Life app, but I thought I'm going to just try it in here, and I did install it. You know, you find it like this here. I should show you this. So again, you find it here, you plug it in, and then what happens is when you get to here and open it, you know, you'll have found your plug. So this is, and I called mine garage auto temperature, and I wanted a steady, pretty much a steady 50 degrees minimum all the time. I wasn't going to put different times in and different temperatures, although you can 4 different times a day. But what I wanted to explain is this is, if you notice up top, I called it the garage auto temp, and you see the week program is on. So that means I went under settings and I put in the times and temps I wanted there. So right now it's set up to work on week program. But if you went to the bottom left here, you can manually turn this on and off and set the temperature you want. So if you wanted it to go to 40 degrees, you would just get it to 40 and you manually turn it on or off. Or if you run it for 10 minutes, you just hit off. Where you need to concentrate on this is under settings. I'm going to go here. So I went into weekly programs, and I wanted, so there's different times of the day. It's a 24-hour clock, and most of these are defaulted to 79 degrees Fahrenheit. And then remember to change it. I think this comes defaulted in centigrade. Change it to Fahrenheit if that's what you want. But then you go under each day. But I left all the days the same. Every day is 50 degrees. Every period, like it goes from 1, and it must run, see, period 2 runs until 8 and starts. Well, then it's going to keep running at 50. Then at 1700 hours, it's going to keep running at 50. So at the end of the day, it's ran all day at 50. I'm just trying to keep a constant temperature. So again, you just go in here, you set the temperature you like, and then save it, of course. I'm going to just cancel. So then I'm going to go back to here. I mean, you set that for each day, but you can make all these do this the same at once. But see, I have this green light on here. This is what's critical. That green light means it's going to run the weekly program. If you go back and run it manually, it automatically shuts this thing off, which I didn't realize for a little bit. But if you go back to here and say you ran this, turned it on and off manually, it's going to cancel out that green, because this is doing one thing. It's running the temperature you set manually and turning it on and off. And up top, weekly program will go into manual. But you go back to here, make sure you turn this thing back on. So then when you go back to here, with that thing being green, the green is operating this. So right now in my garage, if you can see, it's 54 degrees. So I've got my temperature set at 50. So nothing's running, there's nothing red, but it gets to 49, that thing will start up, and then it'll keep heating until it gets to 50 degrees or above. I hope this is helpful, but it took me a while to figure it out, and I think I got it. Thank you. Goodbye.